Hello, 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 my little ponies. Now, oh my gosh, we're almost dead. So anyway, about the games. Right. Gosh, I don't know why I've been so tired today.
And yesterday.
Yes. I've just been sleepy. Been a sleepy sheepy. Ah! What is it to talk about? I don't know. Played some Tunic. Not gonna play that again for about another 2 weeks. That game is... The entire game is a giant puzzle. Of such arbitrary proportions. Okay. So, at one point, you have to basically go down to the end of, like, a dock, notice that there's a ladder there, go down onto the sand. There's a pickup there, so you might think, oh, this is it, I can leave. No, you walk underneath the dock, and there's a room that you can enter. Okay, whatever. Little stone room, there's some water, some lights dancing on the walls. Okay, whatever, doesn't seem to be a point in here. Actually, there is. The lights on the walls are going in a circle, but they're like a distinct, like, pattern of lines. So not only do you have to figure out, like, what the shape is as if it wasn't rotating, but you have to put all those buttons on the directional pad, except it doesn't work if you type it on the directional pad. I had to use my arrow keys despite playing with the controller. Not the WSD, but the arrow keys, in order to make a chest appear, to make a little light come out, to go to go off somewhere. Turns out that there are 20 places in the game that you have to just find the place arbitrarily, find a code to put in the code in order to unlock, like, a spirit or a soul or whatever. What do you get when you have all 20? I don't know.
The satisfaction of a job well done?
I don't know.
Oh.
But at least I have one person who's expressed interest in being part of the Toad game.
Cool.
So, you know, that's one down. So, I forget. I'm sure I've talked about this, but I forget. Have you seen Dragon Prince?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Alright. So I was thinking, oh, maybe we could watch that together, except once I started to notice that Season 1 is at 12 FPS, Season 1 hurts my eyes now. And I didn't notice it the first few times I watched it, and then someone pointed it out while I was watching it, and now I can't unsee it. It's so weird and arbitrary and... I don't know, do you think by making it 12 FPS instead of 24, they saved half the budget?
Probably not.
Good news, animators, you only have to work half as much.
All right. Nice.
There's a dungeon somewhere around here.
Meshy?
No. Oh, that's right. I should check to see if Dungeon Meshi Season 2 has started. Let's see. No. But we could get Season 1 in 1080p. Dungeon Mesh is such a... I don't know. Something about just... It just has a certain feature to it that just makes it stand out from other similar shows. There are tons of animes, you know, set in like, oh, hey, magical fantasy world, we're going through dungeons and fighting monsters and stuff. And I don't know if it's specifically because, like, they eat the monsters, or if it's something to do with the fact that the world feels lived in. And I think that might be a big part of it. Like, it feels like, yes, this is a world that people live in. Like, they go into the dungeon, and there's, like, a big old room with a few dozen people in it, all just, like, in their little groups. Like, yeah, if there's a world with, like, dungeons with monsters in it, of course, exploring the dungeon, it wouldn't just be, you know, one group of 4 people per generation, essentially. Like, no, quite a few people would want to go in. And, I mean, heck, someone could make a story that's rather political. A town built on a giant dungeon that was found, where the government of the town does their best to keep certain people, like, away from basic necessities. So the poor people have to go into the dungeon and risk their lives just so they can afford, like, bread. So you just have a whole bunch of desperate adventurers who are trying to go in and, like, collect monster parts, whatever. But because the people are so desperate for just, you know, the basics of necessities...
I hope it comes out okay.
For the basic necessities, the simple
There we
basic
go.
necessities.
That took a bit.
Watering time.
And it's like, that would be a world that would likely feel lived in. Would that even be worth making a story of them? Because, like, you have to admit, just a town built on top of a giant dungeon? That's peak town design right there. And I mean, yeah. This thing is so appealing to people that people start building houses around it and make a community around thing. It's very realistic if you think about it.
Yes.
I mean, think about all the towns that are built on, like, rivers and whatnot.
Or basically built around one industry.
Oil sands. Exactly. So yeah, giant dungeon. Like, I would be willing to bet that if, in, like, real life, if somehow someone had found, like, a giant dungeon filled with monsters, and killing the monsters dropped money, or else, you know, something that is as good as money. Heck, if killing the monsters dropped actual, literal gold, people would be flocking there.
Yes.
People would be, like, buying guns and getting over there to try to fight monsters and get gold. It'd be like the gold rush of 2025. Or 2026, or 2027, or, you know.
Yeah.
Until it was all done and the value of gold plummets to basically zero. Again, something that could be used in a story to quite some extent. It could be a rather interesting take in a story.
Delicious.
No, I'm just constantly trying to convince myself to write new stories about things.
Why don't you then?
because I don't have the drive to, like, even if I start writing, I don't really have the drive to continue on with it without, like, support. And my writing isn't good enough for anyone to actually want to read it, let alone be supportive of it.
I see.
Yeah, I just come up with ideas. I could write them, but like I said, don't have the drive for it. Not enough motivation. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Time to eat.
I'm not sure what the wink wink nudge nudge is for in this case.
Like that story I had wanted to make with the person going through dungeons who's a VTuber. Which I still think would be pretty funny to do. Maybe
Probably.
for like a D&D character, but no, don't think that'd be good for a D&D character. Too much of a spotlight hog for that. If I look at Rune Factory 5, if I look at alright. Make strawberry milk with a strawberry dairy. I don't have that. I could make flan with the steamer. Hot milk. Or milk porridge.
In the middle of our street.
I don't think hot milk heals very much. It's okay for rune points, but that's about it. Although milk porridge is an okay amount of healing. Not like great, but okay at least. Oh, drat, that was in the pot. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, I'm good. So I heard that your archipelago kind of fizzled a little bit at the end. People are just getting sleepy.
Yeah.
Very sleepy.
All I'll say is, it seems that like the ones that I was doing, like I think weren't like the problem, but it still wasn't really great.
Yeah.
Like it really seems that well, first of all, it didn't help that one person accidentally made their made a puzzle that, you know, had, what was it, 800 pieces for, you know, a sync archipelago that was only supposed to last closer to, you know, an hour. No, not hour. Like 3 hours. 3. So, now admittedly that was just like a, you know, that was an accident. But I also noticed that one person was kind of...
I hope it comes out okay.
It felt like one person kind of had all of the, missing stuff.
Watering time. I hope it comes out okay. Yes! Damn it! Watering time. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. Grow big and strong, okay? Watering time. Watering time. I hope it comes out okay. Watering time. Watering time. Watering time. Watering time.
And honestly, even now, I've decided, you know what? I'll help out with the with this giant jigsaw that,
I hope it comes out okay.
you know, is going to be holding
Grow
everyone
big
up.
and strong, okay?
Yeah.
Yes!
I really hope I do actually get to play with my
Hope it comes out
in-person
okay.
D&D group at some
Watering
point.
time.
That would be fun.
Grow big and strong.
I still don't believe that they exist
Hope
yet.
it comes out okay.
I mean, I've seen the people. Like, in person.
Oh, you see, that's just a
Grow
mirage.
big and strong, okay?
I've been to their
Comes out
house.
okay.
Yep, that's just a great big mirage.
They bought food, and I ate it.
Ooh, yeah, don't eat the mirage food.
I don't know, it tasted kind of,
Okay?
what's the word,
I hope
gritty?
it comes out okay. I hope it comes
Yeah,
out
that's
little
okay.
because
bit
it was
coarse.
grit.
Watering time. Watering time.
Yeah, you ate grit.
Grits? What's a
No,
grit?
not grit. Just grit.
Just one singular grit.
Yeah, that's right. You ate one grit.
I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
Gosh. You're spending Easter
I hope
weekend
it comes
with
out
the
okay.
grandparents and like one singular cousin.
Watering time.
It's like, yeah, the family likes to play games, but by play
I hope it
games
comes
they
out
mean,
okay.
you know, play canasta. Sometimes I can get them to play crib. But it's mostly like canasta, and
Grow big and strong, okay?
if we have the stuff for it, crazy marbles.
Watering time.
Actually, I wonder if it'd be worth it to try to get a crazy marble
Big and
board.
strong, okay?
Ooh,
Grow big and
I
strong,
don't
okay?
think that they already have a crazy marble board at the property.
Yes!
I wonder if it'd be worthwhile to try to get a crazy marble board to just leave there. It's like, yeah,
I hope it comes out
everyone
okay.
likes playing crazy marbles, right? They might actually have a crazy
Okay?
marble board.
Watering time.
Now that I think about it.
I hope it comes
I'm
out okay.
unfamiliar with this crazy marble.
Okay, you're familiar with Sorry, though, and it's basically that, but with a few slight differences.
I hope it comes out okay. Grow big and strong, okay? Watering time.
For one,
I
the board
assume
shape.
I hope it comes out okay.
For 2, marbles.
Yeah, the board shape is like basically a plus sign. with the dot in the
I
middle,
hope it comes out okay.
instead of
I hope
overall
it
being a
comes out
circle.
okay.
And, yeah, you start on the bottom left corner of your side of the plus. If you can get into the middle, like, once you reach, like, the inner corner of the plus, because you go clockwise
I hope it
around,
comes out
right?
okay. I hope it
Once you
comes-
reach,
I
like,
hope
the
it comes
inner
out
corner,
okay.
one more move can get you into the middle, and then if you roll exactly a
Big
1,
and
you can
strong,
move out of
okay?
the middle and to the inner bottom right corner of the plus. Basically skipping like 3/4 of the board.
Watering time.
I see.
Watering time. Watering time. Grow big and strong, okay?
I wonder if it'd be worthwhile to try to order
and
marbles
strong,
online. And just have marbles that, like, color match everyone.
I hope it comes out okay.
Color match.
Well, like, everyone has...
Great.
Well, most of us have, like, colors associated with them. Like, my brother likes dark blue, Mom likes light blue, I like
Grow big
pink,
and strong, okay?
my aunt likes green.
Watering time.
Just, you know, get colors for everyone, and then boom, everyone can have their own colors when doing crazy marbles. And then there will never be any, it's like, no, you're playing the red marbles, I'm playing, like, the red cat eye marbles. It's just like, no.
Watering time.
You have red, you have blue,
Grow big and strong, okay?
and you have the ones with flowers.
Grow big and strong, okay? Grow big and strong, okay? Watering time. Watering time. I hope it comes out okay. Watering time. Grow big and strong, okay? Yes!
Still can't believe I was like the youngest, at least on that side of the family, for like 10 years. And then like 6 babies were born in the next like 5 years.
Grow big and strong, okay? Nice.
Nothing, 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 nothing.
Grow big and
So what I'm
strong,
hearing
okay?
is that your parents kind of made a mistake of front-loading their children.
Front loading? What?
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to make a joke on that. That clearly didn't.
I mean, like, my cousins and stuff were having kids, and I was still an only child.
Okay? Grow big and strong, okay? I hope it comes out okay. Grow big and strong, okay? Watering time.
Casually playing Tears of the Kingdom has been nice, though. Like we had discussed, of course, while not recording, that game isn't necessarily great for recording, in a general
Yeah.
sense. The game is so long,
Nice.
and like, yeah, something you maybe don't notice about some games, if you're not, you know,
I hope
playing
it
them
comes out
for
okay.
someone. But some games, it can just take so long to do ultimately nothing. And like, yeah, like Tears of the Kingdom, some of the fun is in like how you do things. like someone had said while talking about, was it Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, that they had played through the game and it was like so incredibly boring and they wondered how like anyone could enjoy the game. And then they saw
Hope
some,
it comes out okay.
like a couple of people like doing a let's play of it. And of course, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, you get to design your vehicles in order to accomplish tasks. And they were just designing like the most boring, basic, here's a board, here's wheels, done. Most boring vehicle to get the job done. But they watched like this let's play, and people were like, okay, let's build a catapult. We have to cross this gap. Well, we could build like a long car or like a flying vehicle. Let's just build a catapult to launch us over. Oh, we need to go like super fast. Alright, let's go really fast and then just explode at the end. It's fine. As long as we make it across, it's fine, even if we do explode. Oh, we need to, you know, get this thing out of that tree. Let's make a fishing rod, somehow, and fish it out of the tree.
Yes. Real big and
Interesting.
strong, okay?
And
I hope it comes
Yeah.
out okay.
there is something behind that. The fun is in what you make of it.
I hope it comes
You know,
out
Games
I
are
okay.
still
awful
maintain that, honestly, the only real quote-unquote problem with Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is that it was presented
Hope it comes
as
out okay.
the next Banjo-Kazooie game.
Yeah,
If it was
like,
just a spin-off,
I hope
like
it
just
comes
straight
out
up
okay.
considered a spin-off, or just not Banjo-Kazooie, but honestly, like
Yeah.
it's fine with the Banjo-Kazooie characters, it would have been fine. It would have been like the Banjo version of, I don't know, Mario Kart or Diddy Kart Racing,
Hope
even
it
though
comes out
yeah,
okay.
basically,
Banjo.
like,
Yeah.
Real
they
big and
had,
strong,
like,
okay?
they market it as,
Strong,
hey, this
okay?
is, like, you know,
Real big and
Banjo
strong, okay?
3E. Oh, everyone get ready for Banjo 3E with, like, you know, all of your favorite characters and a whole bunch more for Banjo 3E.
Watering
Oh,
time.
by the way, no, it's, like, totally different.
Watering time.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hell,
but not
the
only
game,
that,
yeah,
actually, at the beginning of the game, I don't know if
I
you've
hope
played
it
it,
comes out okay.
but at the
I've
beginning
seen
of
the
the
beginning of
game,
the game. Yeah.
they make
And
it
it-
act as if it's going to be Banjo 3E, and then they say, no, that's stupid. Let's do something else instead.
Watering time.
Yeah, they actively mock the players who were really excited to play basically Banjo 3E.
Banjo 3 in 3D! The other two games are also in 3D. Yes, but so is this one.
Real big and strong, okay? Real big and strong, okay? Watering time.
I still remember when it was like still a new game. I got a demo for it to play. I couldn't read the text on it because this is the age of Xbox 360 wireless controllers.
Hope
I
it
was
comes out
sitting,
okay.
I don't know,
Watering time.
more than 10 feet away from my television, which is fine for every other game I played on that console. It had text big enough to be read across the room. That game, though, oh my gosh, the text was so flippin' small.
Okay?
Like, I basically have to be sitting, like, you know, a foot away from the screen to read the text.
All right.
And even then, it, like, auto-passed the text. So, I tried to get up and go to the television just to read the text. It passed by before I did it, and
Okay?
of course there's no, like, voice acting or anything. Eventually, years and years and years and years later, I got it.
I hope it comes
I
out
got a
okay.
copy used for, I don't know, $5? Question mark?
Watering time.
Hmm?
Watering time. Real big and strong, okay?
Actually, that reminds me.
Real big and strong, okay? Real big and
I would
strong,
love
okay?
to have a nice gaming setup that's like, how do I say this? Routed through a computer. Or like routed through a capture card. because I have a number of consoles. And for the ones that use the AV cables, I have a little device that you can plug in up to 4 different sets of AV cables in, and have one set out that goes to the TV. So if you want to change what console is displayed on the TV, instead of swapping the cables, you can just hit one of the buttons in the front of the unit. And by buttons, no, this thing didn't use power. It was like just big chunky buttons. I'm trying to remember what I had for each one. Because, like, the NES was 3 and 3S. N64 was 4. I'm trying to remember what I had. I think PS2 was 2 and Wii was 1. I think that's...
Sorry, what are these numbers for?
For the AV connector box. For the consoles I had that used AV cables.
Okay.
You know, the red, white, yellow cables.
Okay.
So, all 4 of them plugged into this box that then had AV cables that plugged into the television. So to switch which one was connected to the television, you would hit one of the buttons on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, I never actually got a similar thing for HDMI, which started to be a bit of an issue when, like, every console swapped to using HDMI cables.
I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
The 360 actually could use AV or HDMI. It was interesting. I think the PS3 could as well. But it didn't come with AV cables. But you could use the PS2's AV cables. And the only, like, multi-port thing that I found for HDMI was, you have to plug it into the wall because this needs power to work. All of the ones I found, they require power to work for whatever reason.
I hope it comes out okay.
So it would be nice to have, like, a home, like, entertainment setup. And just have... I mean, if it's going to use power anyway, might as well get, like, a remote for it. But whatever, just getting up and... So it's like, okay, turn on the console, hit the port, and it's routed through a computer, so you can also, like, record the gameplay. So super easy, like, hey, you know, let's play... let's play all of the Mario Party games back to back, or whatever. Which one was the good N64 Mario Party? Mario Party 3, was it?
I mean, all 3 of them.
No, but, like, 2 of them had, like, the spinning stick mini-games that people don't like.
You're big and strong, okay?
No, only the first one had that.
Only the first one did.
Yeah. Only the first one had the spinny stick mini-games that, you know, got people, free gloves.
Blisters?
You're big and strong,
Oh,
okay?
gosh. Okay. I just had another stupid idea.
Okay?
The Ultimate Mario Party. Play through each game in order with the same people, but set custom games for it. So after the first one,
Big and strong,
so
okay?
players start with the same number of stars and coins as they had
You're big and strong,
after the previous game.
Only downside with that is that it,
I hope it comes out okay. You're big and strong, okay? I hope it comes
Yeah.
out okay.
yeah, that would be a little difficult to do, basically. Because the game, there's enough games that you cannot start off with a handicap of that high
You're big and strong, okay?
by the time you get to
yeah,
later.
you have to.
Okay?
Plus, also, by the time you get to Mario Party 9 and 10, you now have mini stars, because it's... You know, again, Mario Party 9 and 10, similar thing with Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. If it was just a spin-off of the main Mario Party series, it would not get nearly the amount of hate that those 2 games do.
Yeah, I think that's part of the issue. Like, the company, they own, like, the titles of whatever. So they go, oh yes, let's, we have this game concept, we don't know if it's going to take too well, so let's capitalize on by making this. Like, they could have had, imagine if Nuts and Bolts, if it was actually, like, Conquer.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Instead of it being Banjo-Kazooie game, it was like a Conquer game, or whatever. Never advertised as Banjo 3. They don't use the Banjo characters, they use Conquer, and, I don't know,
Well,
Conquer
the issue
characters.
is people have also been wanting the Conquer sequel that also still has never come out.
Yeah. Conquer's second bad fur day. It's about vehicles. Conquer gets pulled over trying to drive home. He gets pulled over for like a DUI. And it's like, oh, I'll show you. I'll drive all sorts of vehicles. But first, I need to make one.
Big and strong, okay? I hope it
That sounds
comes
like-
out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
They could have made something funny out of that.
I hope it comes out okay.
But also, I might be wrong about this, but Nuts and Bolts is also so, like, mission-focused.
I hope it comes out okay.
Like, you go to a world and instead, like, say,
Watering time.
unlike Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, you go to a world and, like, you just go explore and do things and, oh, hey, look, here's a Jiggy, whatever. In Nuts and Bolts, you go to a world, you can't really collect any of the objectives unless you talk to people
It comes out okay.
and they say, do this thing, and then you go do that thing. And, like, yeah, in Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, sometimes you had to talk to people and do things. But in Nuts and Bolts, that's every single thing.
I hope it comes out okay.
At least from what I can remember. It's been a lot of years since I played them.
Watering time. Watering time.
But you have to, like, go talk to someone, do this thing, over and over and over and over and over again. And that was something that got me really annoyed with some of, like, the Tony Hawk's games as well. I think especially Project 8. But that was kind of the point of Project 8. Like, I
hope it
more
comes
just
out
liked
okay.
the free skating
Big and
stuff
strong,
and
okay?
making courses and whatever. But it's like, oh, no, if you want to advance the game, you have to find people, talk to them, then do the thing that they tell you to do. Within, like, certain constraints and stuff.
Watering time.
Like, imagine, like... Yeah,
Sorry.
imagine...
I'm just suddenly realizing, looking at the thing on here, no wonder that we were all waiting on the one particular person. He has over 1,000 checks in his one game because he's playing Dark Souls 3.
Grow big and strong, okay?
I expected that to take 3 hours.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, God.
What the heck?
God. I would just
Anyways,
love a
continue.
game
Watering
that...
time.
like the Banjo-Kazooie or like Super Mario 64 style, where you go to like different worlds, and you can just free roam and just collect like objectives or whatever. You don't have to like specifically talk to people to do tricks,
I hope it comes. I hope
and
it
like
comes out
maybe
okay.
every
Watering
stage
time.
has like a beat the high score or whatever, and you have to like
Watering time.
get a combo of X amount in order to like
Yeah, like-
get a star.
Like a regular mission, like collect the red coins.
Yeah. Well, no, I was
Yeah.
thinking this is more like the 100 coins type stuff. But yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But most of the collectibles are just explore and find them.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a hint. Go. Under the big shoe.
I hope it comes out okay.
And, like,
You know, I think that might be why I'm
Grow big and
with
strong,
the
okay?
Donkey Kong 64. I think part of what I don't like, at least with the early game, because obviously it's not going to be the case in the later game, is the fact that I've, already, gone through and explored the first couple of levels, and I've now unlocked, more characters, but I can't see the collectibles
Watering time.
of characters I haven't unlocked yet. Meaning
Right.
I need to go back and re-explore. At least, if I go in and I see the ghost, like the ghost imprint, of all the items I can't collect, I
Then
can
you-
I can come back.
Grow big and strong, okay?
Yeah.
I hope it
I
comes
think
out
by
okay.
like level 3 you should. I think that by like level 3 you should have them all.
Yeah,
And you
that's what
already
I've been
have
told.
4 characters, right? Like,
Yeah,
there's one
you start
left.
off with Donkey Kong, you get Diddy in the first level, and then you get Lanky and Tiny in the second
Hope
level,
it comes out okay.
and presumably you get Chunky in the third level.
God, I played that game so much as a kid, but then like watching speedrunners explain
Big
tech
and
in it
strong,
is
okay?
it's so interesting. That just stuff that's just hidden there. There's like glitch tech in there that I can do.
Oh, right.
There's I don't know which level. I think like level 6 or something. You can get into that before like, you get into level 1. Because it's blocked off by a boulder,
Grow big and strong,
but
okay?
the boulder doesn't actually have collision.
Watering time.
Oh,
Watering time.
And like, normally when it gets unlocked, like the boulder breaks, and you get like a thing spawns in to let you go there. I think it's like a Diddy bear or whatever, so you can fly in or something.
Grow big and
But
strong,
as Donkey
okay?
Kong, you can just fly up there.
I hope it comes out okay.
Yeah, it turns out that Donkey Kong has an anti-gravity glitch.
Grow big and strong, okay?
fun.
Grow big and strong, okay? Grow big and strong, okay?
Also, this movement tech, I'm not sure if it's a glitch, where you can get a lot more, like, air movement than you should be able to.
Grow big and strong, okay?
Whee.
Okay, I just noticed. I just noticed that you joined the voice chat there. What, like 20 minutes before I stopped?
I joined it actually a few hours, maybe a few hours, like an hour ago as well. Listened in for a bit, noticed that you're gonna be a while longer, so I just left without saying anything. It's like, ah, she's busy. It's right.
The right stuff.
You know, I think I'll end this video a little bit early. Do we have anything else that we want to say about games and such? Maybe if a group was wanting to do an archipelago in like 3 hours, you should choose a 30-hour game.
Actually, here's the thing. Apparently, they've actually reached their goal and finished. There's only one game that hasn't actually finished yet.
Oh, which one?
Outer Wilds.
Never heard of it.